plan for the day. I have acquired some ML parts. That is a steering wheel that doesn't need gaffer tape.
Yes.
So that's identical to the one that's on it. That needs to be changed over. Then I have also been to Reclamet, who were really good, and purchased a complete ML of similar age leather interior to replace the half Alcantara ruined one, because didn't see much. Alcantara ones get ruined lots. There weren't many of them. So that was poverty spec. That was posh spec. So we've got posh spec. The only thing we may have trouble with is that they are memory seats, and it may not. We may end up having to swap some frame stuff around for the fronts.
Okay.
Because these aren't memory, but whether the memory will plug in without vast amounts of aggro. I mean, if the seats function and the memory don't work, I'm sure that someone can live with that, and they won't know about it when they bought it till they try to set it. Not that that's the attitude to have. So basically, I think the best bet for today is we're going to take all of the interior out of this thing.
Yeah.
Because basically all the rest of the stuff we're waiting for is service parts, and then we need to replace some tyres and that manky piece bodywork just there. It's not dented, the paint's just fell off, and I steamed it, and then more paint fell off.
I didn't know. It's
Yes,
like,
yeah,
I think they might have rattle canned.
Oh, I think there was some rattle can action going on there, so we'll get some Mercedes Brilliant Silver or whatever it is, and we could sort of fluff this bumpery bit in at the back, and then the last thing I need to find is the tailgate, but there's loads of them. Silver Lake have got one, but I don't need it for the minute, so they're hardly going to run out of stock. They've got two in the right colour.
Beautiful.
One of them says 420 CDI, so we could have like an upgrade.
Been upgraded.
Well, without having the engine to upgrade it. We have got the engine, it's up there on a rack, but we don't need to go doing stupid things like that. That'd just be a nightmare. No. So anyway, today's cunning plan is we're going to pull the entire interior out of this. I think we take the boot tray liner out, we pull all the seats, and then we're going to have to clean the death. We'll wash the back, get the wet vac out, and then see what the actual carpets look like. I mean, they're much better than they were. The seats can come out, we'll chuck them somewhere. These seats are nice and clean, but we'll have a bit of a mop and a leather restore on those.
I've got some leather.
Yeah, I've got some leather jollop.
Yeah.
So they're not in bad nick, and to be honest, they're actually better than that driver's seat's better than one in mine, but I can't be asked to swap it over. Yet. So I think that sounds like quite a good idea for the day, and then we're getting closer. Tailgate, some tyres, servicing, MOTing, selling.
Yeah.
So
it will make
paint work.
Yeah, that's not much anyway, is it? We'll blow that in, soft line that.
Find a victim for it.
Up there.
Yeah, it's nice. It should be quite a nice truck by the time it's finished.
Yeah.
Right. So I suppose we better get started. Time lapse. Well, that got rid of that. That looks better. I've got lots more of the nuts and screws and bolts and nails and stuff to clear out, Fudger.
Yep.
But I think a load of vacuuming.
Yep, get that carpet brand spanky.
Yeah, it isn't bad actually. I think
it's not.
Whether to take the rear side panels out or not, I haven't decided. Depends how much they take to get out, because.
Yeah, he's obviously got this.
Yeah, it might be
that
easy.
Just slide, that just slides over that by the look of him.
Yeah, we'll have a look at that in a minute. Whether we clean all, we could probably clean them in spot, to be honest. We give it a go, can't we?
Yeah, a bit of TFR, wet vaxy.
And then we can put that annoying air channel thing back properly underneath the seat. Now we haven't got a seat on it as well.
Yeah.
Right, so vacuum cleaners are us.
Okay, let's go and get the jetty.
We'll get Hetty and confused Henry George. Yes.
Georgie.
Yeah, Georgie's a bit confused. He's half Henry, half George. Right, we're looking a lot more Brucey on the front here, aren't we?
Oh, it's almost looking posh, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got a load more cleaning to do, but we're cleaning the bits that we can't get to once we've got the seats back in. So
Exactly.
using the DA sander trick, got most of the dust and the snot and the nastiness out of the carpets. I'm not going to say they're perfect, because the truck is 15 years old now.
Yeah.
Bit more than that, probably.
But with a proper valet,
Yeah.
this could come up.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think the steering wheel is much improved. No tape, new one fitted. No airbag explosions, everything's in. It even got it on where it should be.
Excellent.
So what we've now got to try and do is inveigle some new leather seats in here.
Yeah.
Put all the bits of plastic back on and see what happens when we plug them in, whether they're going to work or we're going to have to change the cushions onto a different set of frames. I'm feeling relatively confident that they'll run the same electrics. It looks like the same electrics from squinting over here.
Should we just plug them in and see whether before we actually bolt?
Yeah, we'll go sit them down because we need to be able to move them around and bolt them down anyway.
Yeah.
I reckon they'll move. It's whether the memory works. And to be honest, if the memory doesn't work, then I mean, I'm assuming the memory's probably in the seat.
Okay.
As far as I can remember, there's one way to find out. I'm just going to pick up this lovely light seat and throw it in here. Doesn't weigh half a ton at all. Without damaging the paintwork or myself. Ooh. So, that's it. Lot. And then there's a load of bits of plastic that have to sort of. So it sits there.
Yeah.
This piece of plastique that I've previously cleaned on needs to go in here somewhere without me breaking it. Why does that not go in there? It's because we haven't got it in the right place. That's that one. Probably put the rears in and then. There's, you fancy some top quality plastic scrubbing, seeing as you've got the plastic scrubbing stuff.
Plastique.
Plastique. They clip underneath it or over the top. I think they
Kind of mix a bit of both.
Bits of both, because they do clip on after, I think. It's got a bit green.
Yeah, because that kind of slides in and then that bit clips in.
Yeah, that
over
goes
the top
in the
of it.
railer there, doesn't it? Let's just chase this seat around the truck a minute. It's nice and light.
Right.
So that goes on there like that. Clip. And then there's one more.
Yep, I'll just clean all this one a minute.
Just sprucing that one up a bit, yep.
Super pink cleany stuff.
Shiny shit, as it's commonly known.
Yes, shiny
shit.
stuff.
My friend Tony the Valet always used to refer to it as, well, he needs a load of shiny shit on that. You're not right here.
It's shit, but it's shiny. There we go.
So that one is on there. I need to try and get this in the right spot and then clip that on. It's escaping, so that's got to go. Ooh. Much further forwards than you expect it to.
That's shit. Shiny.
Why does that not slide on there then? Perhaps it does, and I'm just being an idiot.
Yeah, has this one got to come back a bit?
Well, this one looks like it has to go forwards a bit. We have got them around the right way, haven't we?
Yeah. Nah, it's got to go the hole behind it because
Yeah,
that
was got no thread in it. Dull, that's why that don't fit. Right, that needs to come. That one's got a thing sitting. That's why.
There we go.
There we go, that's
now
better.
They fit.
Now they fit, panic over.
Cool.
Right, I'll go and try and slap the cables in and the front mounts on.
Do these bits actually come off of here?
I don't know, we'll just clean on that one, yeah. It's fine, I've got one of them steamy things. It's best bet for that. Let's not worry about that for a minute.
No. It's kind of camouflage, isn't it?
It's kind of gross.
About two.
Right, so that has to go in here somehow. Sort of somewhere like that, that go over there. Perfect. Going to need a torch. What have I done with the torch? Again, there it is. torch and a key, because it's going to get very upset, because it will think all the seats have disappeared, which they have. Oh, yeah, there is a big memory box for the seat. I don't think we've got the cables for. Let's see if it actually adjusts without the memory. Otherwise we've got to change a load of stuff. Will it move? Nope. So, got to change some electricals.
Oh.
Bugger. Yeah, it's got more electric for the memory. I don't think there's any other plugs. So there's a huge great box down here that's plugged into the... But it's got the seat plugs in the back of it. Bugger. So... Yeah, without that memory wiring, it's obviously wired through to a Sam's unit or something, isn't it? It'll be alright, we're just going to have to change some of the major electricals in the seat.
Right, let's have a look at that seat that's already out of the vehicle and see
Yeah,
what
let's go and lean on
figure
these.
it out.
Basically, what we have to do, by the look of it, is swap the harness and the control switches from one to the other, which I think we can do, because we've both got airbag seatbelt pretensioners. Yep. Yeah, that can stay as long as you can get the light out of it. Get the thingy out of it, but I don't quite know how you do. I reckon you have to lever under there.
Yeah.
Pop him up. And then we'll make this a set of non-memory leather seats. That'll work much better. Right, so this is obviously the good seat that we don't want to ruin. So I'm going to go carefully at this one, even though in theory we do have some of the backups because we've got loads of spares over there. Why won't you come off of there? I will. One, two, perfect. What a... And I see if I just pop that out there like that. Oh well, live and learn. Right, save on you. And that's the loom out. That plug there I think needs to go. How do you get that out? Oh, I see, it's got a twangy thing in it.
The twangy thing?
Twangy thing's technical.
Do you remember on Rainbow when they had the twanger, twangy, they were
twangers.
playing with the twangers, weren't they?
I don't know, Fudge. This sounds like one of those you're about to get me demonetised again conversations.
Jeffrey was playing with Bungle's twanger all night, apparently. I kind of, yeah, it's a little bit.
It's slightly worrying.
Scarred me for life, and you wonder why I'm wired the way I am.
Well, I did wonder.
Stuff like that, it's enough to ruin a child.
So I think we need to come round here. I'm going to drink tea, procrastinate. We will be back in a second.
One of us is going to step.
Here, I've got a bucket you can put it in so we don't lose it.
Okay.
I'm trying to walk around wearing my reading glasses, which is making my head go really funny. So it would appear that we have electrically adjustable headrests that we need to adjust on, so that they adjust without the electrically adjustable bit. I think that's relatively easy. Because we don't have electrically adjustables on the poverty spec truck seat wiring loom. So that's that bit. I don't know quite. What have we got in that seat then? Something completely different, haven't
All
we?
we've got is that yellow connector, which is this one.
And then these two poking down, haven't we? So this bit isn't on here.
Yeah, that's
So
not on there.
that's a motor track. So we need to ponk that motor track off. Otherwise you can't adjust the headrest. So that takes that out. There's one that side. And we've got to try and figure out, because there obviously will be some bits in the top of the seat to allow you to adjust it.
Yeah.
Unless I just break it so that, yes, it's probably not the correct way of doing it. I need to ponk that off, don't I, without disturbing that airbag too much. Ooh. Right, so that there, I pop that out, that allows me to get into there. Now I ponked this off, didn't I?
You did.
So we got 1, 4, that allows you access into that loom, and then you ponk this one off to get access into the side of the seat here, where that is. Touching that, which is what we don't want to touch.
Mm-hmm.
Does that come off of there? It's got to just be clipped in there, isn't it, I think. And if I ponk that bit off of there, I love it's a good word, ponk. 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 What I need to do is just gently raise the headrest in a minute. Because, I mean, this bit here is now useless. Because I've got no way of working it. Yeah, well, what I've managed to do is break it anyway.
Does the headrest move?
Yeah, the headrest will move now. It's whether it's got any description of location settings now that we've bust that bit off of it, isn't it? It doesn't show us being terribly professional today, that bit. Oh, I just pull this bit off of it, do you reckon?
Yeah, that's it.
Let's just get rid of
And then
that.
that motor comes out like that.
Oh, that's lovely. That's what we wanted to do, was it?
And then does the headrests move on their own?
Yeah, I reckon we might need to change the buttons at the top, but we can work that out later. So that's as the other one, isn't it?
Yeah. And then
Well,
yeah,
we've
we've just
got
got a
There's
cappy
2
thing.
wiring harness clips in here.
Yeah,
So-
we've just got a cappy thing to slide over that.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Right. And the worst bit being, what to do that all over a bloody game. Right, that's official spares kit.
Yep.
That's official spares kit. And I need a wiring harness for their seat.
Yeah, so if you want to make your seats with adjustable headrests,
Yes, yeah, it's posh. So we need... Right, Fudgy, do you want to sling that chair in there without scratching my paintwork?
I can do that, Al.
Right, be very careful because it's quite difficult to get them in without scratching any more paintwork than has already been scratched by the previous person.
Oh, bloody hell.
It's not heavy.
This is not heavy at all,
No, that's a
Crikey.
lovely light seat, that. Watch the rails on the paintwork.
Okay. I can't see a bloody thing.
It's all right, you're in. Keep a bit more, swing around. There you are. Oh, right, 3-ton seat.
Jeez. It's all that electric.
There's a lot of electrical majubricals in there. Right, shall we put the back bits in? God, Christ, you sound like you're having a baby.
You give myself a hand here.
Right, where's the 2 back seat bolts? There's one. Right, we should have some back seat plastics. Were you cleaning on them earlier?
Right, I've got the side plastiche.
There should be some back plastics. That's the 2 seat bolts. That's the back seat.
These bits, I don't know
The
what
end
those-
bump stops off the seat there are.
Ah, right there.
There. I need a bit of a sprucey. There's the sprucey in equipment. There.
You've got the rag just in there with all the pink all over it.
Ugh, this one's pretty sticky. What do people do to cars?
I don't even want to think
Yeah,
about
it's
it.
pretty grim. Let's try and get some gack off of that. Right, do you want to bring her back this way a bit because she's not placed properly yet? Oh, hang on, pick it up.
Yes.
Right, hang on, there, come back round my way. It's got that one there, and then this one needs to be there. Right, that needs to go on there before we bolt it down. Like that. Come on.
And we need the plastiche for the side. Which is
Yeah,
this
that will
bit.
go on afterwards, I think.
Well, once he's all bolted in, yeah.
Well, not once he's utterly bolted down. Brucey'd this one now. Pretty grim, right? So that's that one. Let's try and jam it up against all its mounting bolts. You got them all plugged in?
That's all on. Yep, all plugged in.
Right, there's one piece of front plastic to go on in there.
Yeah, that's over here.
And this epoxy.
Need a bit of
That's it. Do you
sprucey.
wanna, the Brucey stuff's there. I'll go and plug this seat belt in. Right. Try it. Don't roll it backwards, only roll it forwards. Oh, yeah. Right, so after the complete nightmare that was making electrical seats with memory, electrical seats without memory, well, we've done one. I'm going to go and do the other one. We're not going to bore everyone to death with that. You can quickly clip that lot back in. Remember those bits over there, you've got to be slightly dusted off.
Yeah, steamed as well.
I can, yeah, we can, well, they're not bad, I don't think. It's the boot thing can stay out for a minute, can it? Because that can go in after, I think.
Yeah.
And then try and get the bottom seats, back seats lobbed in. I'll stick you onto time lapses. And then I'm going to go and make that a non-memory electric seat. Now I know how. With this entire selection of parts here. Be fine.
Okey pokey.
Marvellous.
Beautiful.
Ta-da! I'll show the back in a minute. So, we have all the electricals working. We have black leather to replace a slightly ruined half Alcantara. This was a better option anyway. This was the posher truck, so the 320 had black leather, and then the 420 had a load of toys on it with memory seats, which is so. With the headrest, we had changed the latches, so obviously they lock. They're all done. The back seats are in, and now I decided to go and have a look at the swirl flap rods. So I've got a load more work to do. But as you know, when we sell things, we sell them right. So I'll show you the back of this thing now. So same sort of poshness in the back. The carpets have all been deep cleaned, and we've got a couple more bits. I've got the panel coming that someone has ruined here and broken. Found that. The back carpet you'll have seen fudgy steamed to death. We've got a bit more work on that, but these are lovely. We'll chuck some leather balm on and make them look a bit prettier. But that smartens this thing right up, and then next time we'll be under the bonnet because swirl flap. So these things suffer quite badly from ingress of oil into the swirl flap motor because he's right below the turbocharger in the middle of the V. So the swirl flap motor is very oily, but I think it survived. It just needs cleaning. And the swirl flap rods wear and get all floppy, and these are worn and all floppy, which may be half of its slight lack of performance. They're not opening at the right time. So that's manifolds off, load of stuff, and I might even take their turbocharger back off just to inspect that it was bolted on properly, and then put it back on properly, like you do. So it's looking a load smarter inside, and then I got the air filters this morning, and then I decided to go changing the fuel filter. Then I looked at the swirl flap rods and thought, they don't look very good, and looked at the swirl flap motor. So I had to put it back together because I started it out there, and then I started to dismantle it and thought, no, don't dismantle it in the middle of a doorway, you numpty, because you won't be able to move it, and then it's going to be in a million pieces. So basically what I'm going to do now, order the bits ahead I need to replace on, where's all my parts? I have the swirl flap rods in stock. We're going to put metal ones in to replace the plastic ones that wear.
Okay.
Yes. But that involves taking everything out of the middle.
So all this.
It's basically the swirl flaps are into the inlet manifolds.
Yep.
So that housing has to come out. The fuel filter is only dangling in there because I was halfway through changing that for a new one when I decided. So the swirl flap motor, the swirl flap control motor is over here.
You got
no, it's not. I've moved it over there.
You got one of those, have you?
This one I think is all right. It functions perfectly. on some function test thing, it was just a bit gacky, so it may have survived.
Okay.
So that'll save 200 quid because Pierberg ones are expensive from Mercedes. So clean up on him, but I think the main problem is the fact the swell flap rod's this side. When you move, so you've got 3 cylinders, obviously 3 cylinders the other side, and the rod's like that, and the controller this side is right on the end, and when you move him, the rod don't really move because it's worn right off.
Okay.
So that will not be helping its cause.
Oh.
But to do a nice job of it, all has to come out. So basically, that's fine. So when you're in there, these things are renowned for the oil cooler, seals leaking. The oil cooler is in the bottom, in the middle. So it's sort of like a blanket job, you do everything. So what we're going to do next on the series on this, because Al's taking it apart again, is I'll update the oil filter, the oil cooler seals, and the purple ones, not red ones. Okay. I'm going to walk their turbocharger probably back out again just to check they fitted it properly. And you know what I'm like.
I'm sure you've done it right.
Well, that I haven't. I didn't fit that one. I fitted my own. That's the whoever chucked that in there. They're the idiots that didn't put any O-rings in it. So I think we wanted to have a doubly check on that to make sure that is bolted on as it should be. And then while we're in there, we're going to have the inlet manifolds off, clean on them, sort the swell flaps out, push some new mechanisms on them, make sure this swell flap motor is functioning properly, which we're pretty confident it is, clean that to death, clean the centre valley to death, put new gaskets in everything around it, and then she's good to go. So all then I've got to do is buy 4 tyres, a tailgate, and then we've got to sort that bit of paint.
Yeah.
And then after a mop, a polish, I even took the grill off to stop belly breakages.
Oh.
This is a Mercedes ML thing, especially for a little short chunky fella like me. You lean against that grill and bust the mountain lugs off.
Pastiche, isn't it?
It's very pastiche. So so it's quicker just to take it out of the way because belly's a bit less likely to break that bit.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, even I would break it out.
Yes, yeah. Well, you're hardly much taller than I am, aren't you?
No.
You're not winning the tool wars. You might win the thin wars, but you're not winning the tool wars. No. You're hardly 6'6", aren't you?
I would still probably break it.
Yeah, even on my little man step, I lean on it and it cracks. So anyway, you've just watched us. I mean, that was a bit of a ball ache doing those seats, wasn't it?
It was.
The second one was much quicker because you knew I knew what I was doing. But it has made a world of difference.
It looks brand new in there now. It does look
lovely in there now. So a deep, deep clean. Sort that out. Polish your headlights. Find some tyres that aren't £5,995. And I go beat on Baddesley tyres again because these won't come back to me about my refund on the wrong set of tyres he sent me last week. He's gone quiet.
Has he?
Yes. I'm not getting away with that.
You bastard.
It's all right, don't worry. I'll start them on eBay otherwise.
Yeah.
Sadly they do have a lovely set of tyres for one of these, but I'm a bit anti-buying them because...
In case it comes with like 3 puncture repairs in one
three
tyre.
puncture repairs, completely different make of tyre, and 2 weeks too late, and...
Not as much tread on the tyre either, was there, as they said?
Well, there were 3 really nice ones and one, but I ordered a set of Michelin Pilot Sports and got a set of Continental cross contacts. I got 3 cross contact 6s and then 1 cross contact 3.
Oh.
Wasn't really what I wanted. And one of them had more puncture repairs than quality. Nothing like that. So thank you for that, guys.
Nice one.
Nice one. Cheers for your hard work and effort there. Right.
And your refund.
And your refund. Yes, your refund on the fact you sent me 4 rubbish tyres instead of the 400 quid's worth of nice part ones that I bought. Anyway, that's part of life. We'll go and hassle them.
Yeah.
Right, thank you very much, Al.
Thank you, guys.
6T diesels. On to the next.
Next stage.
Next stage.
Transit.
Transit. So what we thought we'd do, make this video, is we've also got loads of other stuff we've been up to. And we thought we'd sort of ask you if you were actually interested in seeing any of the rest of it, as to whether we bother videoing it and putting it on. So what me and Fudgy's going to do, we're going to have a bit of a wander around now and show you all the other stuff that we've got to do in the next couple of weeks. And if you're interested in any of it, let us know in the comments. You know, that thing down the bottom down here. And then we'll video that rather than not, because we don't know whether it's going to interest anyone or not. So, right, stuff that we have been doing. So obviously that's today's video, and we're on that, aren't we?
Yep.
We have this, which is my mate Rob's camper van. He's lambered on me.
He has.
Yes, he has. So obviously you're on the final finishing stages of the Daihatsu.
Yeah.
Daihatsu's always been in the background, but we never really sort of filmed it, did we?
No.
So I did make you cut that bit off down there earlier on. You thought it was all right, and now it's a bit rusty now, but that's fine. That's the last bits, isn't it? Look at that.
So,
new wheel arches, new chassis, new everything. So that's coming. Got to paint that when the weather warms up in a minute. But here we have an Ariba car Renault Traffic belonging to my mate Rob.
It's nice.
Tis not what he was like, oh, he wants one. Can you just put one little patch on the front headlight thing? Yes. We brought it up here, dismantled it, and then it turned into, that's a bit rubbish.
Yeah, that's
That there is fiberglass. So that's a bit rubbish. That's rubbish. That's rubbish. And then when we come over here, unbelievably, that's horrible in there, isn't it? I don't quite know what's happening there. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, you haven't seen that because I took the battery out earlier. Then there's a bit missing. Well, if I go in here and go like that, there's a big hole there. And then that's a bit rubbish. That's the big hole. And then this bit is a bit rubbish. This bit here is not yeah. That's a bit rubbish. And then that bit there looks quite rubbish too.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not going to break it for a minute because we're going to need, because you can buy absolutely no panels, nothing for a Traffic. So anything that we have to repair on this, we have to make.
Yeah.
And he wants to go camping in the middle of next month. He's got it booked in. You'll be
No
fine.
pressure.
No pressure. No pressure. I mean, it has been here a while, but it was sort of landed on me.
Yeah, so we keep it as is for a moment. Then we make the template up for this side.
I think we're going to have to make new headlight buckets, new inner wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, that won't take 10 minutes, will it?
No,
not 10 minutes.
No.
So what else are we up to? Obviously, we've got to finish that because we have done a bit more to this, haven't we?
This.
Structurally, it is all done.
Yep.
We've just got to paint it.
Yeah, so prep it.
And we've got it storing a Golf that we've stripped. But we haven't shown anyone any of that, have we?
No.
So that'll confuse the death out of them. Project Capri, how are we getting on? I suppose while we're here,
Oh, yeah, wow.
it's actually looking a bit more like a Capri.
It's looking a bit more like a Capri, but I put the bonnet on to line the wings up.
Ah, was that the bonnet that you had to take 3,000 tonnes of lead out the end of it?
Yeah. So I've taken the lead off because it was literally...
It was like a lead bib, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was quite a lot of weight there. So
Yeah.
I've had to chop all that away to see all this fantastic, lovely welding that he's done behind this, which is horrible. So
Yeah.
it's a bit yee hard.
So that's, you're going to have to try and remake that.
Yeah, well, it's kind of...
Well, at least you got the extremely expensive plastic bonnet trim.
Yeah.
And
that was still with the car.
Then you've got some lead you can weigh in.
So you can see it's kind of a little bit.
You are getting there though. So if anyone's got a really nice Capri bonnet that's not £35,950 they want to sell you,
yeah, please.
That'll save you some time. Needs to be off a Mark III or a Mark II. Mark II, Mark III.
It has to be Mark III because the Mark IIs were slightly
different
higher
on it, right? So it's got to be off a Mark III. But I mean, everything else on it's looking all right.
Yeah, it's kind of getting there, isn't it?
I think you're sort of getting there, and you've got the wings are sort of marked out. The bonnet gap's not bad at the back here. You've just got to sort of...
Yeah, I just got to get it right once he's put in, pushed up, and bent and tweaked, and it'll be all right.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Onward. So back past camper van. Camper van's going to be a nightmare because we've also got the other camper van to do by the middle of next month. And then we have started on, which will be coming soon, because I have got stuff stacked everywhere. So we've got lots of dismantled engines. We're waiting for some more bits for those, aren't we?
Yes.
That's me back on there. Recovery truck is coming on nicely. There is video coming on that. We're not far off. And there's a video obviously coming on that. That's because man's been buying transits. We've got to get that transit working because that's customers and we've been having some trouble with that. And I don't think there's much else floating around at the moment, is there? We have moved James's van, and I have slightly sat a cab on it for a minute. Not that's hurting it.
No.
Because I needed to put the cab somewhere and also need to put the truck somewhere. So got to do stuff to that at some point, somewhere soon, haven't we?
Yep.
The Trabant is outside now, it's watertight, and then just behind it is the big damper van that's also due in. She wants that by mid-May.
Okay.
So I'm going to get scraping the roof off, checking on the fundamentals, and then that's go. Project Vito is on hold at the moment, isn't it?
It is.
And I don't think, what else have we got floating around here that needed to? We have got to get on, because the Festival of the Unexceptional is looming.
Yep.
So she has got to come in soon. Well, those two have, because you're taking that one.
You're
I'm taking that
one.
one. The Audi is quite comfortably died because the madam hasn't decided what to do with that. We're double stacking Iveco recovery trucks for storage purposes. That's how you park them. We could go really crazy and go free eye.
Shall we?
See if we can upset the neighbours. We've obviously still got Colin's plastic pig because no one's come and taken that away yet. And I think, really, that's about it.
Yeah.
We've got a Renault 225, we're not talking about that. We've got an S-Class, the man's now decided to sell. I have finally got a logbook for the what was French Mercedes is now back being a British one again. So I might need to do something with that. And it's actually quite pleasant out here, isn't it? It's almost sunny.
Bit of sunshine.
So Project Riot is outside the gate for a minute because there's a video coming on that as our new promotional vehicle. And then if anyone wants to see, hang on, we'll just toddle past Project Riot, go out in the road. Just walk past this hairdresser's mobile here. Oh no, look, there it is poking out. We have got an LT35 that the cam belt fell off of, not badly. So if anyone wants to see us do a cam belt on an LT35, you can let us know on that one, the timing and the setup of a 2.5 TDI, and that's Denise's.
Yep.
Project Riot.
Riot.
Promotional vehicle. And I think, Fudgy, that'll do for a Wednesday afternoon, evening video. Wednesday evening, it'll be evening, won't it?
Evening, yeah.
Wednesday evening. We're going to sign off there. Bit random, I know. But the sun's shining, we're all quite happy. And if any of this stuff is of interest, stick it in comments, let us know, and we'll sort of try and direct ourselves towards some of the stuff you guys might find interesting. Or anything you've spotted in the background you want to know about. Thank you very much, Al. Fudge. 60 days. Oh, and it's his birthday on Friday. He's 49 years old, so you can wish him happy birthday as well, because he was trying to keep that a secret and I've just ruined that for him.
Totally ruined that.
49 years old. He's not quite the 50 yet. Right, cheers guys.